And of course, we start with a caddy video. I feel like by this point, if I don't start stream watching vids with a caddy video, like I'll probably be cursed or something. It's so weird. I don't know why. It's become a thing now. But yeah, let's start with an old caddy video. Muppet RaceMania was one put on the list. So, oh, probably have to leave or lurk. Oh, it's okay. That's fine. Just glad you were able to show up. Hopefully your work doesn't, stress you out too much. I know how it could be with certain Karens and such. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Hey there everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on this.
It's always a mystery on what haircut we're getting. And what do we get? Beard? And nothing.
Video about Muppet RaceMania for the PS1, and for as silly as this video is going to be today, in all seriousness, just for a second, it is coming up to Mental Health Awareness Week, and because of that, the amazing guys over at BetterHelp have very kindly decided to sponsor today's video. They're a private, online and affordable service that connects you to any personalised therapist or counsellor wherever you happen to be, indoors or out.
Yeah, the
You can
many
even
hairs
remain
of
anonymous
Caddy.
if you want to, or use texts or...
Yeah, it is kind of weird, like, going back through all these old vids, because we're not going in a certain order. We're, like, all over the place on the recommend on what I watch next. So we're always, like, it's always a mystery on what haircut we're gonna get with Caddy. It's all over the place, really.
Video chat, it's completely up to you. This is a topic very close and important to me as well, because I myself am on medication for depression and anxiety. I have been for years, and one of the biggest factors to me feeling 10 times better than I did years ago was talking to someone, a counsellor, about all the shit that was going on in my life at the time. And just remember, there is no shame in admitting that you need help or need to talk to someone. Everyone at some point needs to talk to somebody. It's completely normal, completely healthy, and I'm just so glad that a service like BetterHelp exists as a more convenient and affordable method of getting help, as opposed to other places that can offer professional help. And even if your finances are a little bit tight, if you qualify, they can help you out with the costs as well. So it's all good, basically. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring, and please head to the description right now and get the conversation started. Please enjoy the video.
Wasn't there, like, a controversy over that? The BetterHelp thing? I could have sworn it was one of those YouTube sponsorships that got hit with, like, some type of controversy, but I'm not sure. I'm not famous enough for that. I don't get sponsorship. Okay, I don't get the big monies. I'm little Babu. I am sponsorless. Yeah, it is kind of funny, like, how a lot of the ads for that are sponsoring YouTubers are just aging like fucking milk left in a desert. It's just bad.
Hey everybody. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show. Shut! Thought you could get rid of me, Kay?
Oh my fucking god.
Not Caddicarus. Also, that rhyming was intentional, thanks for noticing.
I am far from done with you and your channel.
Well, you know what? I am. I was done with you years ago. We tried some things and it just didn't work out. So why don't you just go back upstairs and be my Game Boy Micro holder again?
Oh my
god! I was covered in dust.
And that's exactly why I'm asking you to go back up there.
He literally
You
said,
rude little cunt.
Don't say it.
he literally said, dusty ass bitch, get up there.
Oh.
Oh. Holy shit.
Stop. Please. Just take a look at that terrible game I threw at you. That's all I want you to do. I'll leave you alone after that.
Oh, I see. So is this your last act of revenge then? I guess it isn't too unreasonable of a request. So... No!
Oh my fucking god.
This game's good.
Fuck it!
I love how Caddy literally just went reverse Uno card on his own fucking puppet.
Salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show, where I always have to do the dirty of deciding whether or not things deserve to be slaughtered or salvaged. And today, we're going to be having a look at The Wrong Way Up. Muppet RaceMania on PS1, and this has been a very requested game for the show for a long time, and for good reason. It's pretty bloody good, and it's been a while since I've looked at not only a good game, but a good kart racer, so I figured, why not do it now? I can't really say much else about it because there's no dramatic build-up or anything. It's not like this is the worst game ever or anything. It's pretty good, honestly, so enough stalling. Curtains, please, and let's begin. I like the Muppets a lot. Well, what I mean to say is I really like the first few seasons of the original series of The Muppet Show, you know, when the puppetry was way more impressive and ambitious for the 70s, the guests were really cool and genuinely hilarious, and when Gonzo's voice was all,
I shall place a member of the audience in a trance.
instead of the much more boring,
Before your very eyes, I will ride this motorcycle.
look, don't hate on me, guys, Gonzo's a fucking alien. It matches him better when he sounds like he's being strangled.
Look deep into my eyes.
Despite the reboot movie being pretty great, though, I'm not too into the Muppets nowadays, and honestly, I was so indifferent about
Good
Muppets
morning,
Most
Chris.
Wanted that I don't think I'll ever see another Muppet movie again. But to give you an idea on how
Yeah, we
much I
just
like the
started.
Muppets, I went as far as to create a director's cut edition of the Muppet Christmas Carol with the Blu-ray version of the film spliced with the Laserdisc version of the When Love Is Gone scene that is fucking integral to the fucking story and for whatever reason got cut out of every release of the film after the VHS came out. Yes, I'm pathetic. But my love of the Muppets isn't so much to the point that I would feel betrayed if the PS1 game made about them was a steaming pile of shit. I mean, it's not like the good name of the Muppets hasn't been tarnished once or twice. Jim Henson struck gold with his creation, and there were countless amounts of merchandise, spin-offs, porn, possibly, I'm not looking that shit up. And of course, video games from an Atari 2600 version of Pigs in Space, and even a Tiger Electronics game.
Oh my god.
That is fucking sad.
I'm not gonna lie, those types of game
When it
things,
was coming out, I remember the integrated ads.
like they annoyed the fuck out of me. Like some of them had potential, but most of the time, whenever I ended up being gifted one for whatever fucking reason, oh boy, it was aggravating as hell. Just annoying. Also, if Caddy's telling the truth and this is actually like a great game, it's actually more sad knowing that today when like all these big billionaire, trillionaire, gajillionaire companies with their licenses try to make like this kid-friendly racing games. Like I know there was like a bunch of like past like 10 years there was like more than a few like Disney ones and stuff. It was like big name franchises and they just all flopped. Meanwhile, the Muppet RaceMania on the PlayStation 1 apparently is still doing better than them. That's fucking hilarious.
Muppet VHSs we had, the magazine articles, and the hype for the Muppets wasn't as high as it was in the 70s to be fair, but the franchise had a string of decent movies with Muppets from Space being released 1 year before this game. And since Muppets from Space was the last movie for them to ever involve Frank Oz, one of the original and most respected Muppet performers, and even lost money at the box office, I think it was in everyone's best interest that the relevance and respect of the Muppet franchise wasn't thrown into the dirt at that point, especially after the lowest of the lows. So why not make a kart racer? At the time they were insanely popular, and you could get all the different locations from the shows and movies, have an excuse to use the gigantic list of characters in it. You could even get the same team behind A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2 on PS1, Traveller's Tales, to take the helm. Slap it on a modern, insanely popular game system at the time, the PS1, make it exclusive for an extra sense of importance, an excuse to make it as good as it can be during the console wars. Everything here had every reason to work out and make everyone love the Muppets on modern interactive platforms again, as well as movies and TV. I mean, what was the last good racing game they made before Muppet RaceMania? We're fucked! Okay, well obviously yeah, because Muppet RaceMania is a pretty good game all things considered. I already said that earlier if you were fucking listening. In fact, I knew it would be a good game from the loading screen. You look me in the eye and tell me that isn't funny. Whoever came up with that idea deserves a silver medal, not gold. It's a bit too disgusting for gold. After that, I accidentally left the menu on too long because I felt so dirty and went to rinse my mouth out after I saw Beaker's extending penis neck and noticed that while the demo was playing, if you press
Penis
start
neck.
during it, the game takes you to an options menu for that track, meaning that if you liked the look of whatever track you saw on the demo screen, you could, if you wished, jump straight into a quick single or multiplayer race right from the demo screen. That's an awesome little touch. But the issue is we don't have enough characters or cars unlocked yet, so let's start off with a tournament to unlock stuff. I'm going to be picking Ralph the dog because
Hey,
Ralph is
Panda.
my fucking
We just
spirit
started.
animal. Let's get ready to go. This game is harder than a dead old man.
Okay, let me rephrase that. If there were ever a game to perfectly capture the essence of a show that it's based on, this is the game. Oh, come on! Fuck you, you literal fucking Muppet! The game's called Muppet RaceMania. Well, these races are the epitome of mania indeed. This game's nuttier than a squirrel's ballsack. This isn't a bad thing though, luckily,
not the
but the
zoom
main
in.
culprit behind why I say this is with the track design. For the most part, they are what you'd expect from a character kart racer. Tons of winding bends, jumps, bumps, and ramps, but in some places the game goes above and beyond with additional routes. You know that stage in Mario Kart 64? Yeah, that stage? Most of the races can get like that in RaceMania. There are so many routes and places to jump in front or cut opponents off that you are allowed 2 power-ups on you at once to keep you on the offensive and help alleviate the stress. And unfortunately, this doesn't feature the biggest variety of kart racer power-ups I've ever seen, but honestly, I think it works so that each race doesn't get any more cluttered than they already can get in the heat of the action. I mean, there's stars, food with googly eyes, chickens, flying fish, explosive penguins, and much more, so if you added anything more, it would just become an unnavigable headache. You can even grab special powers that affect every car in the current match, and when it isn't you, the game shows you who activated them so that you know who to pick for the next race, or try to unlock if you like that power.
Oh yeah,
Or
this
you could
game
say it
changer?
gives you a new target to gang up on and stop from winning because they're a cocky little dick. You even get points awarded and deducted for times you hit and get hit, so that's why you can carry 2 power-ups at a time, and they are literally fucking everywhere for you to grab. They are absolutely
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
impossible
Of course, I knew the Muppets, like, grew up with that shit. But I had no idea there was a racing game. Like, again, another game that completely just missed me by. It's not just I didn't play it, I just didn't know it existed.
to miss, and this turns a standard race to the finish line into a game of multitasking where you're driving to beat everyone while battling and avoiding shit at the same time. And I'm saying more than any kart racer I think I've played. This game is all about distractions. You aren't just racing, but trying to knock back as many karts as possible, all the while navigating some pretty damn tricky tracks with all the different routes that do have a map and compass to guide you. They can get that tricky sometimes. All of this can be overwhelming, especially when you're learning the track and don't notice half the signposts and cues because you're so busy trying to stay alive. However, if that does sound like too much, there are a good few battle tracks that are entirely about blowing each other up, one of the most fun battle modes in a car racer I played as well. Since you aren't given any set number of hits before you're out or anything like that, you actually all have health bars like in Destruction Derby or something. And you can ram into cars, jump on enemies, and do
Muppet
different
Sleepy
amounts
model?
of damage
Oh,
for a little
God.
more strategy than just hit everyone and win, which I appreciated.
I have
There
a
are even
feeling
these
that would
insanely
end up
tricky
somehow
micro machines-esque
nightmarish
stunt tracks that had
with
you
my luck.
almost car platforming through unique obstacles, and once again with multiple routes. These are fun enough on their own, I suppose, and the car positioning and speed control gameplay is very gratifying, but it begs to be played in 2-player. With all the different ways to reach the end, it's obvious that's how it was built. I mean, look at the power-ups you can get. Great. What the fuck am I gonna do with these on my own? In the races, you also collect googly-eyed fruit to fill your boost meter, and you can reverse/power slide for very tight turns, and this is a necessity. Not only to reach the very stingy entrances to a few shortcuts, but also to help you with the many side ops the game has you do in order to unlock everything, which is also helped out by the Collectathon Adventure Mode. Beating Adventure Mode teaches you every possible route through the race by letting you explore freely, and also rewards you with unlockable Muppets and cars for the privilege of finishing the tasks, which is lovey-dovey dumpling. Despite collecting things under a time limit and free exploration
Damn.
being fun though, Adventure Mode doesn't really feel like an adventure at all. There's no hub.
This game's got more modes than most modern online bullshittery games these days. That's wow. Just oh my god. The standards are so low these days.
Worlds, boss cutscenes, or anything like that, but for teaching you and giving you more content, it's an alright addition.
The thing is though, I'm making it sound way deeper than it actually is. It's still at its heart a simple old kart racer, and I think the good old sexy Some Call Me Johnny summed it up best in his CTR video.
You race a bunch of times to unlock stuff.
Even though I had fun with it personally, the single player stuff in this game just isn't that engaging, at least to me, especially compared to something like CTR. So I will recommend that you tackle this game solely as a multiplayer title. Which I
Yeah.
won't be doing today because I have no friends.
Play with you.
What? I'm not playing with you!
Oh my
You think I
no.
am the daycare? Kids suck! Leave me alone!
I'm not playing with you anymore.
Yep, I can see that.
Get back to the video.
So since I'm playing all on my own, the best thing I can do is cheat my way to the top. There's even a cheat
We
to
love
reset
it.
all game
We love
data
it.
if you're a twat. And now I've unlocked the Swedish
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like one of those old geezers on a rocking chair reminiscing about the old days. But I do miss the old days when they had to ship the game out complete the second games were able to update online, ugh, it was fucking over. It was fucking over for all of us. Downhill. Absolutely downhill from there.
Chef, which is brilliant because he is my spirit person. An awesome feature once you unlock everything as well is that you can swap any Muppet with any of the cars they drive, which rocks because they don't only look different but are all totally different to drive. So if you have a favourite Muppet but feel cheated out by their kart driving style, just unlock another car and switch them around. The controls themselves also have a lovely light and drifty feel to them, a lot like Toy Story Racer, which Traveller's Tales would later develop. And even though I enjoy those kart physics a little bit more, this is certainly a solid foundation. It's so satisfying to just slip and slide around like an RC car. I love the other little things as well, like how the power-ups are listed in trigger order for the PS1 controller, so you easily know which power-up to use without any key on the screen. And there's even a button that lets you lock the camera onto the nearest racer so you can see where they are and where to place attacks. Plus, you can jump pretty damn high.
Yeah, it
in
is
this game with
trippy
the
when
tap
we
of a
see the
button
kids
to not
in
only
the
avoid
in the
hazards,
old
but
ones,
squash
'cause
enemies
we
too.
know they're
And I even like the starting line
a
boost
lot
minigame
older
relying
now.
solely on your reactions at that moment while waiting for the race to start. No more cheesing the timing
I
to
love-
start every race floor.
I love how with Caddy, look, like the only thing that really changes about him is his hairstyle in these videos. But if we ever see like the kids in these, it's like they keep like aging or de-aging. But Caddy, the only thing different about him is literally his haircut.
Flawlessly like in Mario Kart, here you have to get good at being fast with the buttons without making any mistakes for better rewards, and it's different every single time, making it fair for every racer you go up against, even if they're further behind in the starting line. If you stay still in the same place as well, you can turn your kart wherever you want to without needing to accelerate, making the stunt tracks a hell of a lot less stressful and driving into walls much easier to escape. This game is total carnage, man. I'm telling you, I haven't seen this much Muppet violence since CSI Sesame.
I'm ready to shoot.
What the fuck?
Anybody else?
It's so hectic and difficult in
No,
places that the game itself even
no, but wait. Wait. I would actually pay money to play a game like that. CSI Muppets? Come on now. The way I would actually pay to play a game like that would be so fucking hilarious.
remind you with flashing red text to save every time something changes within the game status, because you will forget your own name by the end of a race.
And going back to those shortcuts, they do provide a good deal of rubber banding, but in a good way. Where on earth did that go?
Crash caught it.
Oh! We did! Did we get that on camera?
If you learn where to take the
We
shortcuts,
got that in
that's
slow-mo.
great. You can avoid the destruction for a few precious seconds and get some items for it. But even if you miss the cut or don't take it deliberately, there's always some kind of power-up or boost to exploit later on down the road, meaning you'll never be completely left behind
Mortal
if you drive
Kombat
accurately, even on the long routes, and
Mario
you're
Kart
always in
clone?
the
What the
action.
fuck? Why do I not know about
That
this?
is unless you fuck up the shortcuts and end up stuck in little pockets of dead ends that force you to turn around, leaving you in 5th fucking place. And this is where the free turning carts also helps out massively, so it's clear that the devs thought about the best ways to make the game a little bit easier to digest.
I'll make you easy to digest.
More puppets? Really?
Forgot about me as well, did ya?
No, I just don't like you, Percy. Fuck off.
Oh, well, I'll make sure to tell him that next time I see him.
Why didn't your mouth move?
Aha! The perfect disguise.
And this is why we ended your
God.
So, have you changed your mind about the game?
show. No, it's pretty good.
I'll be back, and so help me, you had better be a little bit pissed off with this game, or else I'll get my revenge another way.
There are so many tracks to pick
Pick from as well, for racing, battling, and stunting alike, which cover
Anyway.
every single movie the Muppets made up to that point, and all with high quality FMV from those movies introducing the tracks, which is a lovely little touch to further link the game to the thing it's based on and add a little more character. Plus, some of these scenes are just fucking funny, alright?
Doctor?
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 Oh, doctor. Doctor.
Couple of doctors.
Doctor's in the hallway.
As far as other visuals go, I mean, well, it isn't too bad. CTR looks a lot more cartoony and lively, if you
Just
ask
a couple
me.
of
And
doctors
sometimes
in
the
the
models here
hallway,
can
y'all.
look a little bit, well, dead.
Hey there, Janice. You're looking good today.
No. Guys, no. But for real, this Muppet, every time, kills me. Kills me every time. Just, I don't. I. It's.
Do you need anything? Are you okay, Janice? Janice, shall I get you nuggets?
And check out Statler and Waldorf here.
We have a winner. What?
Okay, now. Honestly, guys, it isn't that hard to animate between 2 frames whenever you want your Muppet to speak. You're shit.
Yeah, the visuals are just okay. Not fantastic, not terrible either. Saying that though, some of the sound effects aren't that great either. The cars don't feature any kind of boost noise, making the game feel a little bit flat sometimes. And this only accentuates how okay the music is, which is a shame because the composers of it, Andy Blythe and Martin Justra, had composed some of the best PS1 music of all time in Toy Story 2 and A Bug's Life, and even later on Wrath of Cortex, all incredible soundtracks, so why this one feels so dull in places is mystifying. Some tracks are great, some are forgettable, and some make me want to kill myself.
Oh god.
And whenever you hit a final lap, there isn't any added sense of urgency to the music. It doesn't shift up a key or speed up, it just trundles along like nothing happened, which is very strange to hear in something that looks as silly as this. And hey, for characters as loud and in your face as the Muppets, why don't they ever fucking talk? They only make a few set noises when they hit someone, get hit, and win or lose a race. During the driving, there's no taunting or even any random quotes for no reason. Isn't that what separates kart racers from other racers? Cartoony antics? How much more cartoony could you get than this? Plus, they had most of the original voices of the Muppets at the time in this game, providing new material for the game. Why didn't they use them enough? Truth be told, I will admit though, I did get a laugh from this line here.
Have we been here before? Yep, it's just the lagoon lit differently.
And there we go. So despite my annoying little gripes with the game here and there, I think we have another good PS1 game to send to the heavens. And even though I have praised this game a lot today, I'm a bit worried that Caddicarus hasn't done anything to me yet.
Suspicious.
What's he gonna do? What can a puppet do to me, eh? So today, Muppet RaceMania gets the
Todd.
salvage, but to be honest, even if I wanted to slaughter it, I've completely lost my slaughter gun. I don't know where it's gone. Has anyone seen it anywhere?
And if it's your birthday today while watching
Well.
this video, then happy frickin' birthday to you, and please remember to stay beautiful.
Well,
Thank you so much for watching this
I
video
wonder
today,
who
everybody, and
revived
special thanks
Caddy
to every single person
to
on
make
the
more
screen
vids
right
after
now that
this
have
one.
helped support this channel via Patreon. And special thanks
What
to
kind
the
of
top tier supporters today:
reclamancy?
Omar Matu, Basil, Patrick Ferguson, Robert Alamsha, I Have a Portal Gun, Gamer Man, Star Eye Rolance J, Sakari, Binary Code, Tanner Craft, Chris Ingersoll, Exopaz, Thomas Olson, Super Spyro Fan 2010, Daniel Leon, Jane Ives, Mitchell Reed, Adi Thornton Smith, Oblivion Rising, Ellen Rilpley, Kirsten B, QB, Nathan Young, and Nicole Ganara. Thank you so much, every single one of you.
well. Wasn't expecting that. Usually when we watch these older ones, it's like it's very rare for them not to be like either blah or complete shit. Muppet RaceMania, apparently, it would probably outsell the slop racers we get these days.